Hey, what is going on, truth lovers? And welcome back to the eternal search for a courtroom. Right then, GREGSY, what's going on? Scene of the crime, let's go. So, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Huh, you've got eyes, haven't you? Use them. It is what it looks like, nothing more, nothing less.
Iris, could you lend me a hand?
So, GREGSY, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Oh yes, your ladyship, do allow me to humbly explain. Last night, shortly after the hour of 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland Yard police attended a scene. The one and only door to this storeroom was found locked from the inside.
So, it was locked from the inside. I suppose you can reach through the little hatch and open it, you'd imagine.
The lock appears to be broken now, though. Was that the police officers doing?
Quite right, Mom, quite right. We took the liberty of smashing the door in as humbly as possible.
Oh,
As you can see, the victim was discovered prostrate on the floor, thuswise. Next to the aforementioned body, we discovered this vile gutter child.
are you talking about Ginny? She's my friend, you know, Inspector.
Uh-oh. The hapless girl was curled up on the floor, dead to the world.
She's still alive, you know. Yeah, when I saw her, she appeared to be unconscious.
And I'm afraid to say she had the gun that was used in her hand.
No!
Presumably it's the gun that's still down there on the floor now.
In her pocket, we found a key to the door as well.
What? The key to this storeroom? That is weird. But then if you can plant a gun on someone, you can easily slip a key in their pocket or whatever.
And you say the storeroom had been locked from the inside?
Correct. All of which leaves her ladyship's friend in something of a sticky situation, I'm afraid.
Good old regenerating fish. Perma dinner.
Obviously, my personal opinion is that it's all some sort of misunderstanding.
Of course it is, Inspector. Of course it is. Right guys, a tiny bit of rain and a brand new day seems to have immediately cured whatever weird hay fever gimmick was going on. So hey, back to normal. Shubs' operation.
GREGSY, do you know anything about Hurley? Is the operation finished? Is he alright? Is he?
The thing is,
Don't mince your words, Inspector, please. You don't mean to say that he's...
no, the operation's done and dusted. It's just that, well...
Out with it!
Yes, Mom. They use something called a general anaesthetic. It's the latest thing, renders the whole body insensitive.
Nice. What a time to be alive. The whole body? Anaesthetized? Is that even possible? Ew. That would have made surgery a lot dirtier before that. Oh, that'd be something awful to look into. What surgeries were like pre-anaesthetic. Just for like 8 hours. That would be awful.
It means the operation can be completed while the patient is fast asleep.
Goodness, in the Empire of Japan we can just manage to provide laughing gas for a tooth extraction.
That'd be weird as well. Just cracking up while someone's taking your tooth out. Ha ha ha!
The trouble is, the latest thing isn't always the greatest thing, if you follow my meaning. They couldn't get the medication to work at first, so it took hours for him to nod off, or so I hear.
Uh-oh, sounds like side effects.
Now that the op's finished, they can't get him to wake up, apparently.
Oh my!
No one knows if it's the anaesthetic still in his system, or if the bloke's just plain exhausted. But anyway, all they can do is stand back and watch until he comes around again.
Hurley!
The moment he opens his eyes, your ladyship, I swear I shall get word to you.
What a surprise. Even in matters of life and death, he has to do things his way. Good old Shomesy. Right then, we better have a little butcher's hook around this room. Right, start with the obvious stuff and work our way down, I suppose. The police have marked the position of a body with a chalk line. Not chalking over blood, good tactic.
Poor Mr. Winterbank, he was a nice old man.
Well, he was going to off himself at some point, but yeah, shame someone did him in.
Well, he was shot just once through the heart. Most likely the fellow died instantly. He wouldn't have felt a thing.
Okay. That's good, I suppose. Hopefully it is back turned to even better.
Aha! I may well be able to help with that.
What? Oh, it's genius time by the sounds of it.
There's nothing like the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, is there, Runo?
I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris. Oh yeah, she might have written some grisly books.
I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood run cold. There you have it, you see. When it comes to blood, we're all different types.
Yes, what a scientific observation. A gun?
So you need this.
Oh no, what is that scary-looking thing?
Hurley and I haven't actually come up with a name for it yet. But as soon as you see it in action, you'll understand what it does. Watch.
Some sort of UV smoke grenade? Nice. Ah, the colour of the bloodstain has changed. He was royal. He had blue blood.
There, does it make sense now?
Yeah, I think I'm starting to understand. Nice that it's still red there in the background. Good consistency.
Good, it works on the principle that different people have different types of blood, you see. Yes, how wonderful. The chemical it fires combines with the blood and makes it change colour so you can identify whose blood it is that you're looking at in a flash.
Oh, maybe it's just a temporary blue gimmick then.
Oh, what a fabulous invention. Isn't it? Isn't it? I bet Ginny would say it's bleeding great.
Nice touch. So, whose blood are we looking at then?
This must be Mr. Winterbank's blood.
Yeah, this is where he was shot, so there can't be any question of that. But if we get blue blood anywhere else, like on the disc or something, that could be interesting.
This could turn out to be a very valuable clue, so we simply must make a note of it.
Blood Samples Portfolio, a sample of blood analysed with a special chemical indicator developed by Sholmes. Different people's blood turns different colours. Okay, will we get the full rainbow by the end of the episode? Let's find out.
Let's keep testing and adding the results of any other blood analysis to the portfolio. As long as I have Regent left, sure.
Okay. You would imagine she can't run out of it, seeing as it's all scripted, right? Good time for a safety save, I think. Let's go. Gunny. How you doing? This is a revolver, a real one.
And quite possibly the murder weapon used to take his life.
Can't forget that hydration.
What's the matter, Susie? You and Runo look like you're about to faint. Well, it's just that I've rarely seen a gun in the flesh.
Fleshy gun? What? And I've had issues with guns in the past, yup. That'd be episodes like 1 through 10 to 15, I'd imagine. All part of that first case, where we got framed, damn it. But anyway, we saw him with this yesterday, didn't we? Yep. He was desperate to take his own life. With every mistake he made. Must be the same gun. Can we spray the gun? It may have blood traces on it. And last night, when I looked through the spy hole in the door to the storeroom here... Yeah, it does look like a similar gun. That was the same gun I saw in Gina's hand. Okay.
He told us that he only ever had a single bullet loaded in his revolver, didn't he?
Oh, I'd forgotten about that. Well,
It's empty now. The one and only bullet he had in his gun has been fired.
and it was used to take his life. That's well harsh. And what's the point in that? If you use that to shoot at someone and you miss, it's like, shit, what do I do now? He's really mad. So we can be fairly certain that only a single shot was fired from this revolver. Okay, it did not get added to the evidence. I don't think we've examined this, actually. Right, she signed it. Okay. I've only got one. Cool. Pop! Joke's first name. My name's Pop. Out of all the articles in this storeroom, this is the only thing that shows any sign of being ransacked. Ah! Did I call it? Looks manuscripty. What is it, Iris?
That's the box file that my manuscript is being kept in. Oh!
Iris's unpublished story, The Hound of the Baskervilles. Oh yeah, and Susato somehow knew the title when no one else on the planet did, right? Surely that's not what all this blatantly is. Yeah, oh yeah. Trying to convince her he'd sold it.
We must check inside the box at once. Yes.
Sure. Okay, they're going to do it. Nice. Saves me a job.
Ah! It was there. Iris's story was there.
Really? It was? Well, that's good news, isn't it, Iris? But wait, has someone just torn a load of pages out?
Yes. I mean, of course I believed Hurley when he said he deposited it here, but still, it's a relief to actually see it.
Really? Because that's not a very well hidden frown. Hey, new evidence. Iris's story manuscript. A long unpublished story that Mr. Sholmes deposited in the pawnbrokery of the victim. It's entitled The Hound of the Baskervilles. This tune's pretty sweet as well. Spin it. Okay. That's all we can look at by first glance. Hound of the Baskervilles. How did you know the exact title of this unpublished story? I suppose I'll just have to wait until she's ready to explain it to me.
I'm so sorry.
That's not doing... Well, we know she wrote it, so... Ba-da-da-do-do. Bike, not too important, I don't think. Oh, it wasn't even selectable. Keys? No. Gramophone. Ah! No, that's for a music box, so we should probably look at this. The disc I'm thinking of. No point in looking at the gramophone. Look at all these articles that have been deposited. The room is stuffed full of them.
I can't believe how many there are. A bicycle, a gramophone, musical instruments, even some enormous paintings, look!
Pieces of different people's lives quietly gathering dust in here together. There's something very peaceful about the atmosphere in here. Or at least there would be, if not for the chalk outline on the floor and the policeman shuffling around.
Not much I can do about that, sunshine.
Okay, gramophone it is. Oh, it's included? Well... I think we're done. Yeah, okay. Unless there's something... That still doesn't have a check on it, though. So we must have to look at it again. Lucky we clocked that. Iris?
Don't worry, I'm alright. But we must find the true culprit. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Bit weak. Pretty weak. Right guys, mosey on out. We could move... Ah, present, of course. That might get us some different conversation paths. Right, what would he be interested in? Pawnbroker's ticket, potentially. Representation papers... I think we've done that already because that's how we got in here. Blood samples may trigger something. Let's just do them in order, I suppose. They could all potentially be useful. Inspector, what do you make of this?
Ah, what have we here then? A redemption ticket for an article deposited here, is it?
Okay, so that's immediately not the usual sort of, you know, the get away from me line that everyone has. This looks like this might actually lead to something.
Looks like someone ran out of office stationery and wrote the ticket on whatever paper was to hand. Yes, this is the ticket for McGilded's overcoat, the one that little diver turned up with yesterday.
Oh, actually, no, it's not.
Really? Think you know better than me, do ya?
No, I didn't mean to,
Runo's right, GREGSY, it isn't the same ticket.
Of course it isn't, of course it isn't. I never doubted you, your ladyship. So, what's all this about then, if I might be so bold as to ask?
This is a second ticket.
Second one?
It seems that Mr. McGilded in fact had another article in storage here at Winterbanks.
Is that right?
I think we need to discuss this further with the inspector.
Oh good, because he's ever so easy to talk to. Nice, I guess we'll just continue with this, and if we need to present more stuff we can do. There's no point in showing him more stuff, that may be a waste of time. This ticket was in one of the pockets of his overcoat.
Hey, you mean to tell me?
Yes, there was more than just a music box disc, it seems.
Huh. I should have insisted on the lads taking it back to the yard and examining it properly.
Well, according to the details on this ticket, he deposited another article here with him.
Yeah, I can see it written here. A small box, was it?
Oh, that's that thing on the left. Just under the gramophone, surely.
Do you have any idea where it is, GREGSY? Any idea at all? It's another article belonging to him. It could be an important clue.
Well, I suppose it could be. Please stop looking at me with those big turquoise eyes all full of hope and expectation. It's too much pressure. I'll lose my marbles, I will. I'll go barking.
Was he just downing cod? What a hero. This is no time for dog impressions, Inspector.
That's enough sauce from you, sunshine. There is one thing that springs to mind. According to this ticket, the redemption deadline's already passed, hasn't it?
Ah, that means it will be upstairs for the sale to the general public, right?
Oh yes, of course. Articles are only held for 2 months. So, the small box will no longer be in here then.
Aha, called it.
That's right, it's been forfeited.
Which means it could be on the shelves in the front of the shop where the forfeited items are offered for sale.
Way ahead of your game. Yeah, the shelves in front. We must search them at once.
You're wasting your time.
Oh!
There are dozens of little boxes out there, hundreds even. We can't possibly know which one might have been McGilded's. That information's not written in the ledger.
We must be able to match it up with the book upstairs or something, right?
Well, I think we should at least have a look, just in case.
Of course, your ladyship, of course. Very sensible of you, I'm sure.
This is getting old. Okay, so I guess we move? Nah, maybe we should present more stuff. It might narrow it down a bit more. GREGSY, could you give me your opinion about this, do you think? Yeah, this sounds a bit more generic.
We don't tend to share sunshine, not with the general public. Ugh.
In that case, GREGSY, how about some herbal tea?
Oh, do we have to watch this every time it's not relevant? Down it. Chug and glug.
Lovely. Thank you very much. That really hit the spot.
You don't mind sharing that then? Okay. Oh no. At least we can mash. Right, yeah, we'll try the last item and then just head back upstairs. Come on, GREGSY, get on with it. You shitbag. You absolute bag of shit. Aha! Seeing the picture pop up. That's good news.
Is that what I think it is? Your ladyship's latest?
Yes, my latest story. It's called The Hound of the Baskervilles.
A most fascinating title, your ladyship. Fascinating. And, I don't suppose, would there be any mention of my humble self in the tale this time?
Good question. I can't really remember.
I see. Well, why would you, your ladyship? I'll just await its publication with eager anticipation.
You needn't worry, Inspector. I'm sure if you do appear, you won't be doing anything particularly remarkable. Damn, that's a bit of a burn.
You looking to be arrested, sunshine?
I didn't mean it like that, and even if I did, you wouldn't have bitten her ladyship's head off, would you? Okay, didn't seem like anything popped up, so let's mosey on out of here. Unless... No, okay. So, main shop. Surely trigger a text box of some sort? No. Okay, box? Could it be? I'm fairly sure this contraption was here yesterday as well. Here we are, though I'm not confident I can get it closed again.
Oh yes, that's a folding stereoscope.
Really? This is a stereoscope? He showed us a picture yesterday that you were supposed to be able to see in 3 dimensions, but for that he used a great big contraption over there.
Ah well, that's for use in public houses and places like that. It contains a carousel with all sorts of pictures inside. But this little thing is a much simpler design for use at home. There are special shops selling prints you can use in them. I have a little collection myself.
I wonder if I can make money out of these in Japan. It would beat keeping my toilet sparkling clean anyway. What a horrible hobby. Like, I'm pretty bored. Suppose I'll clean the toilet again. Just like, Jesus Christ, find something to do. Couldn't be this gimmick, could it? This is that strange contraption that lets you see pictures of things as if they're right in front of your eyes. Makes you think. When he gleefully showed it to us yesterday, we were blissfully unaware that any of this was about to happen. Sure, would the bobbies know?
Yes, this is where all the items that have been forfeited by their original owners are offered for sale. That's right, they've all got little price labels on them, but there are so many. I wonder if the small box this ticket was for is still on the shelves somewhere.
The box that he deposited here just over 2 months ago.
Even if it were, finding it promises to be very troublesome indeed. There are so many boxes, it could be any one of them.
He said that a pawnbroker's was the safest place to store anything more secure than a bank's vault, so perhaps this small box of his contains something of very great value.
Well, if that's the case, he'd probably have kept it locked.
So then we need to find every box with a lock and break them all open. Hiya! Not me.
That sort of misconduct would get you arrested. I won't let that happen.
Ah, this takes me back. It's been some time since she last threw me. Damn. Suppose we can talk to the cops again? Unless we just check the desk, there might be something under it. There's the article ledger here, and his notes, and... Huh? What's this? It looks as though someone has left a little photo behind.
Oh, look on the back. There's some writing. Is there? Ooh, show us, Susie, show us.
We got some blood! Progression! Okay, 15th of Feb, deposited an overcoat. £1, 15th of April. The gentleman's overcoat pawned for £1. Clearly it was a very fine coat. In fact, I think...
Yes, this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Ginny redeemed yesterday.
And is still wearing, which belonged to him. I would never have expected a redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of a photo, though.
It seems he just used whatever bit of paper he happened to have at hand.
But this photo of a cat, it looks very familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure I've seen this exact same picture somewhere else recently.
Oh, yes, you're right. Very recently. It's the same as the one Ginny gave us earlier.
Of course, I was forgetting she gave us that print.
Well, what are you waiting for then? Get it out.
Alright, let the cogs turn.
Yes, they are exactly the same.
Nice, so this must have come from her. But why did he give her 2 tickets?
I've got it. These 2 photos hide an amazing secret.
A secret? What does she mean?
You must tell us, Iris, at once. Do you really, really, really want to know?
Yes, we need you to tell us all you know about this pair of photos. So what, just converse now? Okay. Right, what time are we on? Yeah, let's leave it there actually. So if we just save it here, then in theory we're going straight into the land of progression next time. Righty guys, if you like the looks of any of these suggested videos flooding your screen at this very second, check some of them out and more importantly, let me know what you thought. Because truth feedback is good feedback. If you've missed any of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles so far, then catch up. But as always guys, I hope you're well, thanks for watching, and see you again next time.